Betrayal is a beast. When it comes, it is so unexpected, even with all of the signs there. You hope you can trust. You hope you can love. Betrayal comes to take away your hope. Being one that has experienced betrayal firsthand, author and overseer Kimberly McWilliams is here to give a prescription to bring healing to your heart and your soul in her new book release, Judas Kiss. Believe it or not, you can make it through this too. We're going to get right into it right here in the virtual studio of the Sharvette Mitchell radio show right after this quick intro.
Whoa. Why y'all so happy?
You don't know. Sharvette Mitchell is on the radio.
It's time to get motivated, excited, and influenced. Why? It's the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, live from Richmond, Virginia. And now, here to motivate, excite, and influence you, Sharvette Mitchell.
Well, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Sharvette Mitchell radio show, broadcasting live from the capital city of Richmond, Virginia, but heard and seen all across the World Wide Web. We are super excited to be live on Amazon Live. We are also multi-streaming in 3 different places on Facebook. We're also on YouTube. We're also on Twitter. We're also on LinkedIn. And then certainly all of our podcasts and talk show listeners that will listen in the various platforms later on. We're so excited to have you joining us here today. Listen, we see that the audience is filling up. Shout out to YouTube, my sister Kim. Hey, girl. Hey, thank you for tuning in. Hello, David. Thank you for popping on in. We are so glad to have you. Listen, today's segment is brought to you in part by Vaunt. Yes. We are so excited. And listen, I actually want to show you some of the actual products. Those of you that are watching and listening on Amazon, they are linked down below. And as you know, this is one of our author spotlights. And again, author and overseer Kimberly McWilliams is in the virtual studio getting ready to come up. But if you're like me, there was a time I went through, wanting to read online and wanting to only have Kindle, but it's nothing like having like your book in your hand. Oh, by the way, FYI, this is my latest book collaboration, Pursue, which is available on Amazon. But what I love is that, sometimes you might have a nighttime routine and you want to read in the evening, or you might be taking your child somewhere and you got to be in the car and wait for them. And guess what? You can check out Vaunt's book clip. Look at that, the light clip. And I love this beautiful like Tiffany blue. And so check out Vaunt for their book clips right down below on Amazon. And so you might be saying, and listen, there's like three different lighting settings, but you might say, Sharvette, I need something a little bit more. So again, shout out to Vaunt, who is one of the sponsors for the show tonight. They also have this beautiful white book clip because a lot of offices have white now. And so this has 3 settings and literally you touch that. Look at that. Do y'all see that light? Now this, I know it's for books and you could clip it on different, again, this is hardback, softback, whatever you need. It goes with you. But this would be great if you're also doing like live streaming and you need some light. So shout out to Vaunt, who sent over these great products for us to showcase here in our author spotlight. And so that is one of the products. And then the last product that we will spotlight again from Vaunt, which is available right there on Amazon. If you're watching from Amazon Live, see right down below. This is a more sleek kind of black clip. So you can see like the head is a little bit different. So maybe the guys that are watching, you might like this version, but you have a little button at the top here. And again, shout out to Vaunt for these book lights and clip-on lights that you can use for various things. So, all right, welcome again to all those that are tuning on in all across the world wide web. Hello, ladies that are listening in from my Facebook group. We are excited to have you here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show, and I'm Sharvette Mitchell, and we're excited to have you. So, we are going into one of our book spotlights. One of our author spotlights. Her books are available on Amazon, other places as well. So let me get ready to bring our guest up. We are excited, back by popular demand, might I add, Overseer Kimberly McWilliams. She's been here before. She's an author. She's a motivational speaker. She's a voice on radio and on TV. She's received several awards and recognitions. God really has moved mightily in her life and has used Overseer for many things. But one thing that she really focuses on is really life-changing word, giving people life-changing word. And she declares and decrees in the earth the Lord's favor. And she's here to speak a word that sets the captive free. And her newest book collaboration, her newest book launch, let me say that, her newest book launch, Judas Kiss. And our topic tonight is all about how do you handle betrayal. And let me tell you, betrayal can happen in a lot of ways. Betrayal can happen in relationships. It can happen on your job. It can happen in business. I know we have a lot of entrepreneurs that watch this. It can happen everywhere. And so we have someone that's joining us tonight. Again, welcome. Thank you, Dr. Coward, for joining us. Thank you, Jamita, for being here. Without further ado, coming up to the mic live on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show and live here on Amazon Live. Welcome, Overseer Kimberly McWilliams.
Hi. Hey, Sharvette.
Hey there. We are excited to have you.
I'm excited to. Oh Lord, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited, nervous, all the normal things that you feel. So
all the normal things. So here we are again with a new book. And so tell us about what was the catalyst that took you down this journey of talking about and wanting to discuss betrayal.
I think that what was really the kicker, I had moved on last year, and the first location that I moved to, and I say first because that was not my stopping place, when I moved, things just did not go the way I wanted it to go. And, I dare not glorify negative things, but things happen that way. And we always seem to curtail away from it. Or, of course, there's glory at the end of it, but we negate to say the honest truth. It didn't go the way I planned, or it didn't go the way I wanted it to. And even though that happened, I think I stayed encouraged as best I could until the people that I was there leaning upon became the ones that turned against me. So that was really the catalyst. That was like the straw, if you would, what do they say? The straw that broke the camel's back. That was it for me. And it took me to a place.
And so do you feel like everyone has experienced betrayal?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point in our lives, something does not go the way we anticipate or hope for it to go. And I don't just leave it with people. Sometimes the places, as I said, I moved. And so the place that I even moved to, I had visited before, but it was something about visiting versus relocating that carried a whole different gamut than what I had experienced. So everybody has at some point.
Yeah. And so a business colleague may be listening in. She commented on Instagram when this went out as an advertisement. She said, "Oh my goodness, I got to watch this." And I thought about her because she recently said she went into business, with a partner, and then it went bad. It went south, and you put your trust sometimes in people, and things don't work out, and there was a betrayal, and so I mentioned the business side. I mentioned because sometimes people feel like it's just relationships because we're in the month of February, we're in the month of love, days away from Valentine's. What do you say to the person who is feeling some type of way? Maybe Valentine's is coming and the betrayal was a relationship situation. What do you say to that person?
It's so funny you asked me that because on my way home today, I was like, Lord, please give me the words, you know, please give me what to say tonight, so
Yeah.
that I'm not sounding like a negative Nelly, that I am truly conveying that there is a significance of positive that's coming out of this.
Yeah.
And one of the things that really came to my mind, the best way I can say it is, I think about the chair that I'm sitting in. You know, I'm sitting in it right now, putting my trust that it will hold my weight. And if by chance this chair, please not while I'm on this show,
Right. Not live on Amazon, not live in Facebook, not live. Right.
not live, please don't do it. I'm putting it out in the air, Lord. Please no. But if by chance this chair was to come from underneath me, the issue I have is not with myself, which a lot of times we internalize it, we turn it back onto us. No, the truth is, I had the right trust, wrong product. And I'm saying that if they follow where I'm going, that oftentimes we start to shortchange or discount ourselves and our abilities and our love and our trust and our fill in your own blank. No, it wasn't that your trust was wrong. It was just your direction. It wasn't that your love was wrong. It was just the direction. It wasn't that your hope was wrong. It was just the direction. And even the direction had a necessary part to play. And when you think about it, since it is Judas Kiss, when you think about the relevance of his part in the Bible, we all talk about it, but it's very rarely, I've heard it, but not rarely dug into the significance that he played. Because the truth of the matter is, even before Jesus went to Calvary, he had a human moment. See, we know he was all divine, but we miss that he was all human at the same time. And he had a moment where he said, if it be your will, God, can you take this from me? I'm saying that to say sometimes the directions that God destines for us to go, be it in love, since we're speaking about Valentine's Day, when our human moments come up, and what do I mean? Sometimes my flesh gets in the way, then destiny can't happen. And there are things that will come to play a necessary role to get us to an ultimate direction. Yes, you may not. And I'm speaking from a place that I've been divorced, and I even have been in a relationship that I thought was going to lead me to the altar, and it didn't. And so we may as well say that I had to divorce twice. Oh, if we had the time, we could dig into that. Because not only did I marry someone naturally, but then I married myself to a man spiritually. And so I had to divorce myself from them twice. And it came to a point where I thought that maybe love wasn't on the menu for me, until the Lord helped to show me that I had the right love, wrong place.
Oh, that's good right there. That's good already. That's good. Listen, if you're just tuning in, coming on in from wherever you are, listen, I invite you to share this out. We are here with Overseer Kimberly McWilliams. New book release, hot off the press. If you're watching us on Amazon Live, it's right down below, Judas Kiss. Pick it up, check it out. While they are, watching, where can they connect with you online, like on social media and places like that?
I am on Facebook at my name, Kimberly McWilliams. I am on Instagram at dr.kvmcwilliams. I am also on Clubhouse, which I haven't really put that out. That's my first time putting that out there, because I haven't built that yet as I need to. But on Clubhouse at dr.kvmcwilliams. And definitely connect with me on my website, which is kvmglobal.com, where you can actually pick up a signed copy of my book. And of course, my boutique at suchaladydesign.com. So that's different from the last time I was here.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. So Judas Kiss. For those that may not be, let's say, faith-based, they might just be running across this on Amazon. Could you do a little bit of setup for those that might just be seeing? We see you, those that are hanging out on Amazon, that might not have a little bit of a background about Judas. Could we share a little bit?
Sure. So, and you've heard it, like you said, those that aren't faith-based, but there is a cliche out in the world. You're like, oh, Judas. And a lot of times you might hear it correlated with like et tu Brute, which Brute was, of course, was Caesar's Judas, if you would. That person, that place, that thing that you can just denote it to be your place of betrayal. That's just the simplest way to put it.
That's good.
And we say a lot of things, and like you said, that are not faith-based, but not really knowing where it comes from. And that's just the best way to say it. Judas,
Good.
the one that was utilized as a catalyst to get Jesus to a place, but the method was by betrayal. So.
And so, sometimes what's so interesting is, when there are people that betray you that might not be close to you, you can get over it. But even the book title, Judas Kiss. So he was close enough. He was close enough to be able to kiss. What's the difference when the person is very close to you versus, maybe it's a coworker, maybe it's somebody that, you don't share intimate space. What's the difference, and what are some things that can help people get over? We're not going to give away all the details of the book. And again, if you're on Amazon Live, it's right down below. But a couple of things that will help people move forward.
Well, first and foremost, I love what you said about the closeness, because the truth of the matter is what denotes betrayal is the position that this played in your life. And I'm going to just use this as a phrase, so we're not putting it to one thing. Because like you said, if it's a coworker, it's not going to, it might bother you. I'm not saying it won't, because we're human, but it won't sting as much as it does when it's something or someone close. And let me just put it in this place. Something that you attach expectation to.
Oh,
that's the difference. Yeah. When we have an expectation and that is not met, that's really, and I'll use, since you said coworker, I'll use the job. Coworkers doing something against you on a job, you kind of expect it because you got different personalities coming together.
Yeah.
But let's say you were to get fired from the job, especially if you've been there for some time, you've given them a lot of your pain, blood, sweat, and tears and all that, then of course you feel betrayed. Why? Because you carried a level of expectation that if I go for it all for you, then you're going to go for it all for me.
Yes.
I know what that feels like too, being at a job. So I'm saying that to say, in general, when you have an expectation that, like you said, you brought them in close, because if you're just anybody, you're not going to just get anywhere close to me. Right. I've come to expect greater. That's why I brought you closer. And it's always that which you have that expectation, that closeness, that's what brings you to that place of betrayal. That's a stronger level of disappointment.
That's good. That's good. Okay, I think this is great for a commercial break. So I'm gonna have you relax back in the virtual studio. You can sip some tea. When we come back, we'll talk a little bit about some of the other great things you have going on. Also, you are out and about meeting people, and people can connect with you. And then we'll continue talking about the books. I'll let you relax in the virtual studio. Again, welcome to all those that are popping on in. We're here chatting all across the World Wide Web. And shout out to Amazon Live. We are live on Amazon. So look down below on Amazon. You'll see the book and you're able to purchase it there. And again, this segment is brought to you in part by our sponsors, Vaunt. And so let me show you, if you just popped on in, Vaunt has clip lights. So we're talking about books, right? We're talking about books. And FYI, this is my newest book release. Just using it for an example, but it is available here on Amazon. And so let's just say you're reading at night or what have you. Look at this great light, and it has, you're able to read. You could read in the car. And so I love this Tiffany blue, a small little clip-on light. But then they also have a sleek white light that's bigger, and you just touch it. You see that light? Look, y'all could go live with that light. So and I know I'm messing with my lighting here, so my producers are going to be mad. But check out Vaunt. These products are listed down below on Amazon. And then the last one I wanted to shout out was this beautiful kind of sleek black. So this might be more for the gentlemen that are watching. Check out this clip. Again, it is from Vaunt, and you see their logo right there. And this is great for books, for in your office, and all the things. So check out these clip lights. All right, we're going to do one more quick commercial, especially if you are not familiar with Sharvette Mitchell, which is who you're listening to, and then we'll be back with our guests tonight. Imagine what it would feel like to throw a spotlight on your business and draw attention to the great services you offer. Picture having the tools and strategies to elevate the marketing of your business. That's the mission of Mitchell Productions. We consult with women entrepreneurs and a few lucky men to help them get more customers by focusing on their visibility, their marketing, and their branding. In working with us, our clients generate more revenue and increase their brand awareness. We do this in a couple of ways with consulting services, the Platform Builder Group Coaching Program, pop-up conferences, book collaborations, and the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Hi, I'm Sharvette Mitchell, your online marketing strategist, your overwhelm eliminator, your platform builder, and your confidence igniter. Let's schedule a meet and greet call so that we can accelerate your marketing. All right, there you go. There you have it, a little bit more about me. So we're excited again to bring back up to the mic our guest that's hanging out with us back by popular demand, live here on the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Let me bring her back up to the stage there. Overseer Kimberly McWilliams, author, speaker, all the things here, and we are one stop on her book tour, one stop on this tour, and the release, it just happened, right? Like this is right out hot off the press, right?
Yes, ma'am, it is. I just released it. What month is this? February? Yes, just last month. In the end of December into January. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, right. And you are going, you're available, you're going, I've seen you somewhere, you out and about. So tell us what's going on, how people can like meet up with you in person.
So the last time that I was here, I was talking about my last book. I was trying to see if I had it here handy, but of course I don't have it right here beside me. Oh, yes, I do. I do have it because I keep these with me all the time. Yeah. The last time I was here, I talked about living a restored life, and the Lord had placed on my heart some time ago to do like living a restored life tour. It wasn't just about a book, but it was about an opportunity to really impart into the lives of the people. And I got really nervous. I'm not going to lie. I got so nervous. I'm nervous to do anything. But I was like, yeah.
I would have never guessed that.
Everybody says the same thing. And every time I get off the thing, that's why when you said go to the breath, I'm like, okay, I take a breath. But I was really nervous. So I drugged my feet. Then COVID happened. And I was like, ooh, okay, there we go. And the Lord last year laid on my heart again. I was like, oh, I'm not getting away from that one, huh? So we are doing a tour. My mom actually teased me. She said, I bet you could be 52 places in this year. I said, probably could, but you know, I have some big things coming up with my children this year that I didn't want to do that. So, but yes, we are in different cities. As a matter of fact, not this weekend, but next weekend, we will be in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I've never been there. Wow. And I wanted to go to places I've never been so that I can have the privilege of getting to one-on-one touch some people. So
yeah. So Chattanooga, what other cities are, because we have people that listen from all over. What other cities are on this kind of roster and document?
Well, I am also going to be in Antioch, California. I'm going to be in Norfolk, Virginia. I will be in Greensboro, North Carolina. I'll be spending a week in Jamaica. I'm excited about that. And I'll be in Louisiana. I'll also be in Alabama. And there's some other places that so I'm really, really excited. I think I'll be in California twice in 2 different segments. But I'm really, really excited, and possibility of being in London on next month.
Oh, wow. Wonderful. International. And certainly the first book is awesome, which is also available on Amazon. And then we are featuring Judas Kiss, which is the newest release. You all can see down below. Those that are watching from various places, you can check the show notes, all of that. We've connected, we've tagged. So there are great connection points to be able to connect and do all of that. Wow. And so the goal of the show is to motivate, excite, and influence. And we want to know what continues to motivate you.
Sometimes I have no idea. And I say that honestly because I just 2 days ago, I put it in my my women's network group, how discouragement will come.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing though is a lot of times we pay attention to signs, but we sometimes will misread the signs. And I truly believe in this season of our lives, the sign, if you would, and you might see it on the road normally during like bad weather. You'll see a sign that says proceed with caution.
Yeah.
And I believe in this season of our lives that we're proceeding with caution. Now, don't miss it. It's proceed. And then the second step is with caution. Not one, it's two different instructions.
Oh, that's good.
The first instruction is proceed. And for many of us, we're missing the fact that what we come up against is a sign that we're to proceed. What am I saying? Storms come, bad things happen, mishaps will come, discouragement, disappointment. But at the end of the day, even in those weather storms, there's still one instruction that says proceed.
Yeah.
The second piece is with caution. You have to know that with that, there is a place of discernment that you have to come to. But it's not necessarily in the things that you're doing, but be aware of what's around you.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why you're proceeding with caution is because there are elements that are around you that are coming to deter your destination. And the enemy's pleasure would be to do everything that he can to deter you from getting to your destination. But this is not the timing nor the season of ever in your life for you to not proceed with what God is calling you to do. However, you want to acknowledge it, there is a tug on the inside of you. There's a
Yes.
thirst that is telling you that I have to step into the greatest timing of my life, and it has to happen now. So,
It has to happen now. I just want somebody that will witness with that and type hashtag proceed. Hashtag proceed. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this later, I don't care if you were seeing this 60 months down the road and you see this Facebook live, or you are listening on this Amazon live, or wherever you are listening from, iTunes, Sister, all of that. I definitely want you to go ahead and put hashtag proceed. I
yeah.
am positive that there are a lot of people that are connecting with that. Shout out to my mom who is listening. Yes, yes. Listen, I see the proceeds coming in. Yes, Sharon, proceed. Listen, I'm a look. You hear? I'm putting your comments still up here. Yes, yes, yes.
Because I had to tell myself.
Proceed. Yes, thank you. I see that. Shataria, Dr. Coward. Yes, proceed. It has to happen now. Yes, proceed. Absolutely. I love it. I love it. Hashtag proceed. And I'm so glad you broke that down, because oftentimes what may happen yes, YouTube, we see you, proceed. Yes, 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 yes. Facebook, proceed. What will happen, since the topic was about how to handle betrayal, is that if betrayal happens in whatever arena, in whatever space, work, church, relationships, family, wherever, sometimes that stops people and that halts people. So I love that you broke that down, that the instruction is a two-part instruction. Yeah, 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 yeah. Any final words you want to share related to Judas Kiss, and just encouraging people to grab a copy?
Yeah, definitely. One of the things that I'm getting ready to do, which I want to build the excitement around it, if it's okay.
Yes.
On one of the things I want to do as far as love is concerned, since what Valentine's Day is on Monday,
Yeah.
I want to make it, I want to show some love, if you would, kind of thing. And I'm really looking to push this because I believe that while we've been inside, and I say this portion with the COVID and all the above, we have dealt with a lot of things and we've had to do a lot of internalizing. And
Yeah.
that's really where this came from an internalized place that God just broke me through. And the way I broke through is I wrote through, if that makes sense.
Oh,
So,
that's good.
so
Hold the book up again. I want to make sure they keep that up while you're talking. I want to make sure
now this is
they
my personal
remember.
proof copy, so you won't
That's
get this.
fine.
It'll be beautiful. But yeah, I even had the cover change because it had a whole picture and everything. And I told them, I said, I want to do something different because there is not one area that I want the focus to be on this, because this is for every area. But on Monday, I'm gonna make it Amazon Day, if you would. And I'm really trying to build the traffic towards Amazon with
Yes.
the sales of it. So I'm gonna be putting my book, and the e-copy is gonna become available. I didn't make it available through mine. I wanted it strictly to be on Amazon. And I'm
Wow.
going to make the book only $1. in e-format. I wanted to show
Wow.
some love on Valentine's Day, and I wanted to be flooded. So I want everybody that's listening, gear for Valentine's Day. Go on there, Judas Kiss. You have my name, you know the face, because my
Yes.
face is even up there, I think. And I want you all to grab any copy. Grab a couple copies. Tell your friends. Get them to grab a copy. It's going to only be, I think I'm putting it at 99 cents. That's why I said $1.
Yeah.
And I want us to flood this. I want hundreds and hundreds of copies to go out around the world. Even there are people that got hard copies, but I want this electronic format because sometimes we might leave the book at home, but we take this with us everywhere.
Yes.
And there is so many things in it, and it's an easy read, but it's an impactful read. It's going to take you some time because there's some journal pages, there's some little bit of homework. It's going to take some time, but I want you all to get this because the last person that you want to betray is yourself.
Oh, wow. How about that? How about that? The last person. We can talk about all the other things, but have we let ourselves down? Have we betrayed ourselves? And I love how in the description of the book, which you can find website, Amazon, believe it or not, you can make it through this too. So what even if the
Yeah.
betrayal was on yourself, right?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Absolutely. I think that that was the one that took me the longest, and we could go on to this forever. But I
Yeah.
have put in several different places that the last and the last person and the hardest person to forgive is yourself.
Hmm.
And the last person that I would want to betray ever in my life, ever again, is myself. So
Ah, so well said. Sharon is copying and testifying on that. Thank you so much. One more time, where are all the connection points where people can connect with you and reach out?
absolutely. Please, by all means, connect with me on Facebook. My name is Kimberly McWilliams. Let me shout out just real quick, throw it in there. A
Yes.
woman who knows her worth. It is a global network of women around the globe. It's a woman who knows her worth. Apparently, there's another one. So we have a purple and gold logo. I would love for you to connect 3,300 women. Of course, on Instagram, it's Dr.KV McWilliams. And then, of course, go to my website, Clubhouse, of course, but go to my website, www.kvmglobal.com. I would love that. And my boutique, Such a Lady Design.
Yes, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. And shout out to my sister. This is my biological sister. Thank
Okay.
you for the book. May it bring health and healing to people. Yes,
Thank
yes,
you.
yes.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. That's my hope.
Yeah, yeah, that's the hope. So the boutique, yes, because we can't stop without talking about the boutique. Tell us about the boutique.
Of course, when the Lord does anything, he does it well and his timing is perfect. I never thought, ever considered I'd be an author and certainly not a business owner. But of course, the Lord placed it on my heart. And so Such a Lady Design collection has been born. It is I'll just be very honest. It's fashion geared to the plus size beauty. I did
Yes.
have some smaller sizes in there, like small, medium, larges, but it's more geared for the 1X and up. And I'm, as a matter of fact, getting ready to look into launching into the 4 and 5 and 6X area because I like things beyond moo-moos. I like things beyond these ugly, I don't mind flowers, but it's like
Yeah.
they lose all zest and feel when it comes to designing for us that can fill it out way better. That's just
Yes.
and so
Say
that's
it.
where that came from. And one of the things that the reason where the name came from is because no matter what you're wearing, whether it's a little bit or a lot of it, you should
Yeah.
always feel like you're such a lady. So that's where that came from. So please go and
Oh,
look. I've already started putting up the full launch happens on the 28th of this month. But
okay.
for those that are on here listening and those that are subscribed, they already have gotten notice that I'm dropping new items already on the site. So
Wow.
welcome to explore.
All right, exciting things happening for 2022. You are not letting any grass grow up under your feet, and I don't blame you. I don't blame you at all. Well, it has
No,
been
no.
a pleasure featuring you again. Yes. What is your website address again?
My website is kvmglobal.com and the boutique is suchaladydesign.com. Not designs, just design. Suchaladydesign.com.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for that question there. All right. Well, it's a wrap. We are so excited that we got to just hear more about your new book release and hear about the Amazon Day that's on Valentine's Day and all the great things and the tour and everything. So we're gonna keep our eyes out on you on social media. And thank you for stopping by the show.
Thank you so much, always, Sharvette. I love being with you. Thank you for the honor.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. I am telling you what. Whew, today's show, amazing. Thank you for all those that watched live on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. Certainly those that are hanging with us on Amazon Live and those that'll be checking out the podcast version of this on Apple, Stitcher, all the places, and certainly Blog Talk Radio and my main website, Sharvette.com. We appreciate you. Again, shout out to Vaunt. Shout out to Vaunt, who is part sponsor of the show. And they have a lot of, let me just say, they have, if you're hanging out on Amazon, they have a lot of different products. These, since we were talking about authors, fit good for the show. So check out Vaunt. This is like an example of a book clip, a light clip-on light, if you will. And this is a Tiffany blue. So if you're, sitting in bed or sitting in the car and you want to read, check out Vaunt. And then you can also see the pretty white, sleek version, and you just tap it and the light comes on. See that? And then also there is a black version, and these are all linked down below, hanging out here on Amazon Live. So shout out to Vaunt for sending over those products. All right. Thank you for being here with us. And it's going to be a wrap for the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. We're going to see you all later on the web. Bye.
Live from Richmond, Virginia, you've been listening to the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show. Get Sharvette Mitchell every Tuesday at 6 p.m., interviewing all the stars you want to hear from. So until next week, stay motivated, excited, and influenced. This is the Sharvette Mitchell Radio Show.